The Netherlands has a population of 16 million, but only 50,000 people are engaged in crop, flower, vegetable and fruit farming, as well as livestock. Another 70,000 people also earn their living from agriculture. These include farm produce retailers, service providers, tourist farms and exporters. For decades, Dutch agriculture has maintained the lead by investing in mechanization. All large or small-scale farmers have equipment to help them get the best out of the land during cultivation, planting and harvesting. There is also robust infrastructure in form of storage houses, food processing factories and logistics to ensure that the market gets the best farm produce. Dutch agriculture has developed steadily over years, with government and farmers playing their role to make the sector a driving force of the economy. The most popularly grown crops are sugar beets, corn, barley, onions and potatoes. In fact, the Netherlands exports up to 22% of the world's potatoes, mainly to Asia, Africa and the Americas. Agroplant is the fifth biggest potato exporter to more than 50 countries in and outside Europe. The farm is still run as a family business decades after it was founded.
The problem is not really the potato variety, but it is mainly the quality of the seed. And what we see here in Western Europe is that you can easily harvest more than 50 tons from a hectare. And the average in Africa is around 6 or 7 tons. And that can be improved by using the good seeds, having the know-how with fertilization and also about chemicals. It is first the choice of the right variety for the right purpose.
In the Netherlands, farmers and exporters are partners. This production chain helps farmers get a favorable price for their produce, and it also helps traders to identify the farmers they can work with for years. Agroplant, for instance, works with a select group of 200 potato growers across the country. The company helps them get better varieties and any relevant information, economic or scientific, on potato growing. Working with 200 farmers, Agroplant is able to export 50 to 55 tons of potatoes annually.
One of the things is that the land is very scarce. It is difficult to obtain good potato land in this moment. Also, it is here in Holland, it is not allowed to irrigate seed potatoes because of disease pressure.
More than half of the total land surface in the Netherlands is used for farming. That is approximately 4,150,000 hectares. Land is very expensive and this presents a serious challenge to the farmers. And in many places, they don't own all of it. Farmers in Holland operate on huge chunks of land. Problem is, they rent some of this land from government at a cost of 800 euros every year. That is still expensive, but when the season is good, they make some good profit. 800 euros.
Yes.
That is 800 euros times 20 acres.
No, it's 1 acre.
Each acre you rent 800 euros.
Yes.
Every year.
Yes.
So 20 acres.
Yeah.
You rent them 16,000
yeah.
euros.
Yes.
A year.
Yes.
Isn't that a lot of money?
There's a lot of money. Yeah. You try to the highest harvest. You with fertilizers. Yeah, you do your best
to make sure
to
that
make
you get returns.
Yeah, a lot of tons. Yeah.
Government only subsidizes a farmer if they incur a loss on corn. In 2012, Dutch agriculture exports were valued at 75 billion euros. The Netherlands is reaching out to developing countries like Uganda that do a lot of agriculture.
We don't channel money directly to farmers. We channel money into programs to help farmers raise their income. For example, to give them access to better quality seed. That is done through Wageningen University. So we work together with NGOs, universities, but also private enterprise, together with the farmers.
Uganda's agricultural export is valued at $360 million. This means production is still low, although up to 80% of the population is engaged in agriculture.
If you look at the dairy sector, the milk sector in Uganda, only 20% of all milk, of all dairy, is produced by dairy corporations or dairy companies. So there's an enormous market. There is a lot of milk in Uganda, but mainly small enterprises. What we did is we helped farmers to organize themselves, about 12,000 farmers in 100 corporations, and then to buy milk coolers, so that they could pool all their little production together to bigger production that increases their negotiation position.
The Dutch produce a lot of quality foodstuff for consumption and export, but flowers take the largest share of 40% of the agriculture sector. Flower exports amounted to 16.5 billion euros in 2011. A single big exporter and importer like Flora Holland alone employs up to 12,000 people. High-tech flower auction halls are always busy with buyers clicking away buckets of flowers they want to export. More than 4.5 billion flowers are sold here every year. On average, 20 million flowers are sold every day. Many of them are locally grown in Holland in the region of Asmia. A third of the total turnover of flowers is imported, mostly from Kenya, and then re-exported elsewhere in Europe. Walusimbi, NTV.